We're starting today's video off with one of my favorite afternoon activities. I like to call this my scouting missions. It basically just means that when I'm done with work for the day, I grab my bag and head into the forest to just explore for a bit. I usually like to bring a quite heavy day pack with maybe stuff for a hot lunch or something like that, so I can do a bit of rooking. But today's mission was actually a bit different because I was looking for something particular, and that is a place for a little bushcraft camp. I picked this forest because there is a creek running through it, but now that I've seen the creek, I'm no longer sure if I want to use it as a water source because it has very little flow to it. However, I did see a lot of these guys heading out here. I think they're called orange birch bolete in English. Correct me if I'm wrong. They're super tasty, but they turn black when you cook them, so a lot of people don't like taking them. I found a place with nice water access and a good amount of space, sort of a little clearing, and there's a lot of dead trees around, so I shouldn't have any issues putting a camp together. This is the type of area I was looking for with my scouting session today. I wanted somewhere near water that already had a lot of cut down trees because this is not my forest and it's not my place to harvest any wood, so I wanted a place that already had plenty available. And today was just about playing around. I didn't actually have the time to spend the night, but I'll be back in a couple of days and we'll build a little shelter and spend the night here. I would like to apologize for the amount of sawing in this video, but I spent the rest of the afternoon just collecting materials and making plans that I then ended up throwing out the window anyways. And I would also like to apologize if this voiceover sounds a bit strangled, but I'm currently battling a pretty bad cold and my voice has definitely been affected, so please just bear with me. I just made a little friend. So I'm hiking out for the day. I'm collecting some of the mushrooms I saw on my way in. We're gonna have a lovely dinner. It's a different day and I have rethought my approach a little, and also I'm wearing the same shirt, but If you're here for fashion advice, you're in the wrong place anyways, so don't judge. I just finished packing up and I made a burrito before I left the house, so I'm gonna sit here and snack that right now. It's gonna be a mess. It's gonna be great. Okay, the new plan is not to build it so far off the ground. We're always tying 3 together so it's like elevated. I'm gonna have these 3 in row and then place these on top for the mattress layer, so to speak. Since I'm not cutting down any trees, but I'm just working with whatever dead wood I can find, none of these are really all that straight or all that sturdy, so I've got 2 on either side. And I'm hoping that with the support in the middle, it will work. And then the line on top, of course, is gonna add some extra height. I know it's hard to see, but that's a moose print. It's gotta be pretty fresh. I was really happy with what I've built this far, but I figured I'd include a list of 3 things I would have done differently if I was building this shelter to last me more than one night. And for starters, I definitely would have woven together the top layer of sticks on my bed, just once down the left side, once down the right side, so that if I lean on the edge of it, it doesn't stick up on the other end. But it was fine for one night, definitely would have done that if I was staying longer. Also, I knew that there was no rain in the forecast, but if waterproofing was an issue, I probably would have had to spend more time on the roof, put down a layer of moss and more leaves, and then probably some more sticks to keep that all on there. But I knew the weather forecast was nice, so this was fine for me. And I would also have closed off the wall on the side of my head, probably to get some more sound sleep. But again, just for one night, it served me well, and I was really happy with it. Full disclosure, I did bring a ground sheet, not really for my own comfort, more so to keep my sleeping bag clean. That's crazy. I'm currently setting up a boundary with ropes and cans because this is a pretty moose heavy area and I'd rather not wake up with one sniffing my face and my line isn't long enough. So what I'm doing is I'm creating 2 loops. One that's shaped like a 9 with the rope behind it, and one that is shaped like a 6 with the rope above it. And then I'm putting them above each other and putting the ends through more. Then you just have to grab the ends and you have a knot that doesn't tighten on itself when pulled on, which is really handy. Once that was done, I just sat by the fire and looked at the stars between the treetops. It was close to full moon and the whole forest was cast into this silver light. It was so beautiful. And once the fire died down, I just tucked myself in for the night. I didn't really wake up throughout the night, which I was quite surprised by, but once I did wake up, it was around 5-ish in the morning, and the whole forest was covered in fog. And even though it looks like the start of a horror movie, it felt very calm and serene in reality, and it was so quiet. It was honestly mystical, and I just laid there, and as the sun rose, I watched the fog lift out of the forest. It was such a calm and lovely morning. By the way, I wouldn't usually set up a perimeter. This is not bear safe or anything. There's no bears in this area. It's just that last time I was here, I saw 2 bull moose, and there is a lot of game trails in this area. Plus, I'm by a water source. So this is literally just me trying to have some rut safety because bulls do tend to get a bit aggressive. And this is just an all connected line around the entire perimeter. It's not very far away, but the hope was that if something was to run into it, it would hear noise and be, what the heck is that? I better not keep going, because moose usually struggle with barbed wire fences, so I figured maybe a little bit of noise would do the trick. It probably would have done nothing, but it was more for the peace of my mind. So I just removed all the twine and it's still standing, which means it's a lot more well constructed than I thought it was. I'm thinking about leaving it because this is an area where mushroom pickers come through, and I think it's funny if they come across something like that. But usually I don't want to leave a trace, so I'll probably take it down. Thank you so much for watching and joining me on this little adventure. Let me know your thoughts in the comments and make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. There's a lot of other fun stuff on my channel and I can't wait to see you all next time.